My name is Dr. Handal Sindi. I'm a consultant family physician. Today we're going to talk about healthy tips during the months of Ramadan for pre and post fasting hours. Some of the tips that everyone needs to know about pre-fasting hours is to make sure not to miss the suhoor meal or the pre-dawn meal, and to ensure that during this meal you drink enough amount of water to keep yourself hydrated during the long hours of fasting during the month of Ramadan, especially that summer is approaching and the temperature is increasing. So it's important that we hydrate our body to compensate for the excess sweat that we can and replenish our body during this long hours of fasting. Another important tip is to eat complex carbohydrates, things like potato, things like brown bread that has lots of fiber, which will help to keep your digestive system working and functioning and provide your body with energy to consume your normal daily activity during the hours of fasting. Another tip is to make sure that not to eat lots of salty food, and that will help you to get more thirsty and hungry as well. So those are the tips that you need to take, or to make sure that you eat it or consume it during the pre-dawn meal. And some tips that we need also to concentrate on post-iftar is to prepare our body gradually for the meal of iftar. After long hours of fasting, around 12 hours, we have to make sure that we don't overload our body and the digestive system directly with high fatty food and lots of protein, to ensure that we take our time during this meal to start always with enough amount of fluids, to start with fruits and vegetables, to start with soup, to make sure that the body is prepared for the heavy meal after that. And to have a gap between each meal and another, which gives enough time for the body to consume the amount of energy and food that you are overloading it with. It's also important to add some activity within our schedule within Ramadan. So that's an opportunity always to lose weight, to increase your body metabolism, and to help and replenish the toxins in your body. So Ramadan is not only for fasting and religious reason, it also helps your mental well-being. So in terms of increasing your physical activity as well. So those were our important tips for pre and post healthy tips for the month of Ramadan. Another important topic that we should look to is physical activity. During the month of Ramadan, we see a lot of people walking around trying to lose weight as an opportunity during the month of Ramadan. But it's also important to know that Ramadan is a month of increasing also the mental health well-being. So we take this opportunity to reduce weight, to increase our metabolism, to strengthen our body, and also improve our mental health being. It's important that you make sure that you are appropriately dressed according to the weather conditions, especially now we're approaching summer, to wear cotton clothing, light clothing, to make sure that you don't exercise within direct sun or hours that is very sunny and hot. To make sure that if you have any physical activity or physical problem, to consult your doctor prior to that. Make sure that you are practicing exercising or going to an appropriate place to practice the exercise, away from cars that may cause any problems or even some self-injuries. To make sure that you wear appropriate shoes that will not cause you any harm or any problem while practicing any exercise. That was our tips for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, and Ramadan Kareem.